Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. And when you look at the numbers for these teams, Brent, they both pile up assists.
Well, those are some of the better teams to play for and are the most dangerous in terms of setting up your scheme defensively. Coaching staffs have a really hard time trying to get their team ready against an opponent that moves the ball as often as both of these teams do tonight.
And checking out the New Orleans opening lineup. Herb Jones out there with Zion Williamson. Then it's Murray. Then there's Trey Murphy. And it's Messi in at the center position. Murray against Levine. Jones with a screen on Murray. On the wing, Jones. Lets it fly. They get it again. On the wing, Murray drills it from deep.
Well, Murray's got the range. It's the consistency he's looking for.
And we're about a minute into the first. Crowder a screen on Williamson. Ellis, good.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And there's a pick. It's rebounded by Levine. Sacramento has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Well, Brent, after ups and downs, it seemed like New Orleans is really trending in the right direction.
Now, their path has not always been easy. It's a bit indicative of the city itself. It's a resilient place with resilient people that take a lot of pride in the comeback. So this team has had personnel changes, coaching changes, injuries, but the Pelicans have certainly become a team in the past couple seasons where the future is much brighter than its past.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Gotta hold firm or you're gonna get a call.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Williamson. Back to Murray. Clock at 6. Kicks it out to Williamson. Lets it go from 14. No good, off the front rim.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Valanciunas sets a screen. Murray, no good.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Jones from outside. And he can't get that one. For Sacramento, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. And out of bounds. New Orleans will have it. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Yeah, Sacramento's head coach and I were able to chat briefly. He said when Zion is healthy and right, you can't really stop him, but you can try to contain him, stop his dribble drive, force him to hit shots over the top of you. Sounds like they're going to try to make him a jump shooter tonight.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
And Murray with the floater looking silky there.
Crowder a screen on Jones. Here's Levine. Here's Ellis. Outside for Levine. And stolen by Jones. He's got a clear path. Finished off the break.
So great to see Zion Williamson out on the wing and coming down the lane. That's a guy hard to stop on a fast break.
Valanciunas with a screen on Jones. Ooh, stolen by Murray. He's all alone. And he caps off the break with a monster slam.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
And there's the whistle. That one goes on Herb Jones. That's his first foul. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Puts the move on. And he takes it up and lays it in. Ellis has got 5 now.
And defensively, you have to make them work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night.
Pass to Murray. 1:10 left in the first quarter. Misi, shot clock at 5. Williamson for 3. Rebound by Sacramento. Here's Levine. Sacramento shooting their second and third free throws tonight. That free throw good from Levine.
You know, Zach LaVine is so energetic out there on the floor. You gotta love a guy who consistently plays at a very high effort level like that.
And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Let's go with a 3. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
And waste. No time, DeJounte Murray off the catch.
Kings trail by 4. Here's Levine for 3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Right side Jones. Oh, they get a hand on it. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock. Hits the trifecta.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Crowder with a screen. Murray from outside. And so it's DeJounte Murray making things happen for the Pelicans. 8 points in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pelicans?
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
Okay, on the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. Bruce Brown is out there with Kelly Olynyk. Then it's Mo Bamba. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Hawkins in at the 2-guard spot.
I remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
Kings trail by 7. Outside Fultz. Pass to Sabonis. Fultz scanning the floor. Hey, expanding his range. He buries it from 3. Fultz has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. And here's Monk. They set the screen. Out to Sabonis. DeRozan a screen. Puts up a 3. Sabonis' shot is off. McCollum with it. Fultz picks him up. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. And there's the foul. It's on Malik Monk. That's his first foul. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there were so many great players. Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he could still make the shot.
Here's Hawkins. From outside, off the mark. And stolen by Bamba. For 3, McCollum. And he buries his first look.
Just so hard defensively to stay after McCollum. He can be elusive, and then he can score from anywhere.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Pelicans are still developing their on-court chemistry. Coach Willie Green said this group is still pretty young in terms of being on the floor together. We're starting to figure it out. We just have to stay committed and continue to be elite on both ends of the floor, and it starts with our defense. B.A.?
They've really got something, Allie. Thanks. Kings trail by 7. Here's LaRavia. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Sacramento shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. First one falls for him. And he can't hit the second. The Pelicans lead by 6. Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Pass to Bamba. Over to the left wing. Screen by Bamba. Shot clock at 6. Hawkins can't get it to go. The Kings have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in.
And such a strong part of what Sabonis brings to the game. Quality passing.
Here's McCollum. The kick to Olynyk. Fires for 3. And again, New Orleans no good. Sacramento has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. DeRozan passes to Fultz. Sabonis outside. It's Monk on the wing. Pass to DeRozan. Sabonis with a screen on Brown. DeRozan getting his feet wet in the paint.
So smart with the ball. DeRozan works the pick and finds an opening.
McCollum with it, and Sabonis picks him up defensively. Here's Bamba driving inside, and it's Bamba finishing strong.
His hang time on the rim. It's a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Here's LaRavia. Gets the 3 ball to go. LaRavia's got 4 points this quarter.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Pass to Bamba. There's 47 seconds left in the second period. That's in. Coming off an assist from McCollum. DeRozan against Brown. And DeRozan throws it down hard.
Yeah, stylish flush by DeRozan. Flying up and making a big-time statement at the rim.
Olynyk for 3. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. DeRozan passes to LaRavia. Outside Fultz. Now here's Sabonis. It's Monk on the wing. And out of bounds. New Orleans will have it. 9 seconds left in the second. Here's Brown. Brown. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer. And so it's New Orleans with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. We'll be right back after this word. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Wow, what a performance by DeJounte Murray.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
We've got Jonas Valanciunas. Jay Crowder is out there with Murray. Then there's Zach LaVine, and it's Ellis in at the point guard position. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Murray passes to LaVine. Picked by Murray. The ball's knocked loose. Oh, and a fast break for the Pelicans. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Big slam by Murphy. His teammates encourage him to be aggressive, to make plays like that.
LaVine against Jones. Crowder outside. Misi grabs the board. And so Murray will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Williamson for 3. That shot, no good. Kings trail by 8. Outside for LaVine. From behind the arc. Got a hand on it. And it's out of bounds to Sacramento. Pelicans on D. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. They get it back. Kicks it out to Williamson. Outside Jones. 6 on the shot clock. There's the triple. Knocks down the triple. Give him 8 points now.
Yeah, you can't leave Murphy open from deep. He doubled his three-point attempts from year 1 to year 2. That's confidence.
Here's LaVine. And LaVine, throw it down.
Well, he's got the bounce and the handles. LaVine putting the skates on him.
The Pelicans lead by 9. Jones with a screen on Crowder. Murray outside Jones. Fires the 3. And again, it's New Orleans with a 3.
You want Jones to be assertive like this. If the three-point shot's there, you got to take it.
Back to Valanciunas. Crowder outside. Back to Valanciunas. Here's LaVine, plenty of space. Gets some space and parries the jumper. LaVine's got 4 points in the quarter.
And just phenomenal at reading defenses. LaVine understands when to shoot and when to pass in pick and rolls.
Murray for 3. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Tipped away. Crowder with it. He's picked up by Williamson. Outside LaVine. Pass to Murray. Here's Ellis. They set the pick. Jacks up a 3. Williams grabs the board.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Pulls it. Crowder grabs the miss. Kings trail by 10. Here's LaVine for 3. Oh, LaVine! What an athlete!
Yeah, this is an unbelievable performance from LaVine. His offensive skill set is amazing.
Pass to Misi. Beyond the arc. And the three-pointer goes. 11 points in the game.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Jones feels it out. Back to Murray. 4-3. Here's Misi. Pass to Williamson. Oh, from deep. Offensive board. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And the Kings going with a whole new group out there. No one covering. Bamba's got 10 points.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
There's Fultz with a three. Hits the three-pointer.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth. Showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
A nice shot by Hawkins. And the Pelicans lead by 12. Here's Larabia. The three-pointer off the mark. New Orleans has gone 4 of 9 from beyond the arc since the break. And here's Brown for 3. Bamba with it. He's got 10. And the call will be against Mo Bamba. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to... And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
Disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And Fultz drops them both. For 3, McCollum. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Trey Murphy making highlights. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle. So you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going. They've got C.J. McCollum. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Bruce Brown. Then it's Mo Bamba, and it's Hawkins in at the shooting guard position. And there it is for him. And the Pelicans lead by 9.
Lots of ways that CJ can burn you right there. Super effective on the inside.
DeRozan finds Monk. And another Sacramento 3.
Zero defense. You can't let a good shooter have the wide open 3.
Here's McCollum. And the layup is good off the glass. McCollum's got 4 points in the quarter.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Monk with it. McCollum covering. Up and in on the layup.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Now here's McCollum. Pass to Olynyk. Launches a 3. DeMar DeRozan grabs the miss. Kings trail by 6. Here's Fultz. It's Monk on the wing. And here's Sabonis. To the inside. No good that time. Some solid defense from Bamba. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. And there's the foul. It's on Malik Monk. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Hawkins. Monk covers. Screen by Bamba. Olynyk. Pass to Bamba. Just 4 to shoot.
Sabonis very agile for a big, so consistently getting himself in better positions defensively. Such a big part of what he does for this team. Just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
On target from range. Sabonis has got his first 3 points of the game.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
It's McCollum with a drive. Here's Hawkins. Knocks it down from distance. And the Pelicans lead by 8.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
No, this is about as high-octane a game as you're going to find.
And some changes here for the Kings. Crowder, he's checked in for LaRavia. Zach LaVine comes in for Monk. And Ellis is subbed in for Fultz. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
During the break, the coach of the Kings had some words for his team. First and foremost, he wants to see more points on the break. He asked his team, where's the urgency? We know what we can do in transition. Now let's go out and do it. We'll see if they can pick up the tempo, guys.
And Allie, thanks. New Orleans leading by 8, and they're on the break. Up ahead, Zion takes it to the rim.
You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands. Here's DeRozan, and there's the drive. Rebounded by New Orleans. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. And that's a foul called on Domantas Sabonis. That's his first foul of the game. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Murray from outside. Second chance shot with the drive. 6 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. No good on the shot. Kings trail by 10. Crowder pass to Levine. Now Sabonis. Fires from deep. Williams grabs the board. And they're so close to putting this game away.
Yeah, B.A., you don't have to do anything crazy. Just run the clock. Don't turn it over.
Jones from outside. Nails it from 3. And the Pelicans lead by 13.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you...
Oh, my goodness!
Oh, man!
Powered it home!
Not fair at all.
Woo! Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Murray passes to Jones. No good on the 3.
And they have to know that any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
Oh, he got hacked on the 3-pointer, and he'll head to the line.
You scan around the league to look at young guys who might be pillars of teams moving forward. You know, Herb Jones could be one of those guys.
And he misses the second attempt. One more coming here. And he nails the 3rd.
He might not have made them all, but he made enough to put this one out of reach.
Shoots. Off on that one. And so it's New Orleans winning this one. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Well, folks, that's going to do it for...
impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. In at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. The 4 and the 5, it's Gordon and Jokic. And it's Porter in at the small forward. And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points in the ballgame. LaVine finds Murray. Kick out to LaVine. And stolen by Gordon. And even 3-on-3 break. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
And a wide open look here for Ellis. Off target from outside. Pass to Murray. Back to Gordon. Shot clock at 5. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And there's just so much athleticism to Gordon's game. Good luck trying to contain him inside.
When it's all said and done, Jokic, Greg, is going to be the Nuggets' career leader in many categories.
And he's already their franchise leader in rebounds, assists, triple-doubles, and playoff points, and many other advanced stats as well.
Shots good by Sabonis.
Clearly, Sabonis has that shot dialed in before he even gets the ball. He catches it and shoots it with a quick release.
Gordon with the screen for Jokic. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And here's Ellis from beyond the arc. And another 3 for Sacramento.
Gotta love a big who can also move the ball. Nice find by Sabonis.
Stolen by Ellis. Murray kicks to Sabonis. For 3, Ellis. And the 3 ball is good. Ellis has got 6.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Jokic. Jokic sets the screen for Gordon. Back to Jokic. Pass to Gordon. Denver passing it around. It's Porter outside. Hits it from 3-point range.
And such a sharp shooter from outside the arc. Porter just superb at knowing when to fire from deep.
LaVine dishes to Murray. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
First personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Sacramento.
The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And while we've got a moment, I'd send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Nikola Jokic may not be the most physically gifted, but there's an old saying in basketball, you're as fast as you can anticipate. LeBron James says he sees plays before they happen. A lot of people don't understand this, and I do. It's special. Kevin?
You know, his mind for the game is just on another level. We appreciate that report. Gordon hits both of them. Now the Kings with it. They're on a 14-5 run. Here's LaVine into the lane, and he comes up with the deuce. LaVine's got 5 now.
Explosive drive from LaVine. It's tough to stop him when he's rolling downhill like that.
And it's Murray penetrating. Pass to Brown. Stolen by LaVine. Here's Crowder. Outside LaVine. It's Crowder on the wing. Nothing on the board. 5 to shoot. LaVine finds Ellis. And Brown pulls it down. The Nuggets trail by 5. Rejected by Murray.
And that length and timing make Keegan a terrific shot blocker.
Murray sets a screen for Levine. Going inside. The kick out to Crowder. No good with the triple. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. To the paint. Here's Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Oh, Jokic with attitude there. Love it.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Ellis in the post. Murray on him. Ellis with the screen for Levine. Murray controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Look. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Kings.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
They've out-hustled the opponent so far in this one. A lot of points in the open floor, and that's giving them the advantage.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, they've got Peyton Watson. Russell Westbrook out there with DeAndre Jordan. And it's Holmes in at the power forward. Watson's shot is good.
That's why Westbrook racks up so many assists.
Monk outside. Takes the three. Here's Valanciunas. Oh, and the dunk by Valanciunas.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's why his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
Watson. And he banks in the layup. Watson's got 5 points now this quarter.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And it's LaRavia missing. The Nuggets trail, and they're on the break. And Holmes throws it down.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Now, here's Monk. Scoreless thus far. DeRozan inside. He's covered by Watson. And that one's good. LaRavia.
It's almost like he had a bird's eye view of the court. DeRozan always knows where his teammates are.
Westbrook passes to Watson. Holmes with it. Here's the three. A three-pointer is right on target. Holmes got it all tied up now for Denver. Richard, you've talked a lot about how underrated longevity has been as a factor in measuring some of the all-time great players.
Well, when you think about Jordan, LeBron, Kareem, the only way to achieve greatness in the statistical category is to have longevity. So obviously greatness and longevity coincide.
And Sacramento has possession. Denver able to drain the three. In the corner, it's Monk. The three. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
How about the quickness of that release by Monk? An experienced catch-and-shoot player who feels comfortable firing from deep.
And now the Kings, fast break. And that one's good. LaRavia. And it's a 5-point Sacramento lead.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Westbrook up top, guarded by Fultz. It's stolen by Fultz. Out to the right wing. Monk with a screen on Westbrook. Fultz kicks to Monk. He takes it in. Holmes against Valanciunas. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And one way Valanciunas generates offense, using that big body to snare the board and keep the play alive.
Kings leading now by 7. Here's Laravia. He has 5. 1:05 left in the first half of the game. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You got to focus on the details.
Westbrook passes to Holmes. Shot to stop the run. And foul on the shot. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
Can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
The hustle and intensity that Westbrook brings to this team can be infectious.
52 seconds left now here in the second. Ellis against Westbrook. Kick out to Levine. Sabonis sets the pick for Levine. And the call on the and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
Shooting for Sacramento, Zach Levine. 2 shots. The play is under video review under NBA rules.
Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And, guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Great recognition of the mismatch, abusing the smaller defender.
Murray surveying the D. Kick out to Levine. Back to Murray. Sabonis' screen on Gordon. Levine inside the three-point line. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Kings lead by 4. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Kings leading now by 4. The post pair for him will be Murray and Sabonis. Zach Levine is out there with Ellis. And it's Crowder right at the 3, the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Denver's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. On the wing, Murray. He's guarded by Ellis. Murray kicks to Jokic. Just 5 to shoot. Off the left rim and out.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
Back to Gordon. And stolen by Murray. And here we go. Fast break. Levine's got it. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a cliche, but the Nuggets certainly have strong values. Coach Michael Malone says, open and honest conversation. That's the best way to have a real team. We talk about family a lot in our locker room. Families don't always get along, but they have to communicate. All the guys that are willing to speak up, that's invaluable. Kevin?
Can't put a price on it, David. Thank you.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Jokic has a two-pointer. Rebound by Murray. And so Ellis will bring it up for the Kings. Leading by 5. Kick out to Levine. Stolen by Gordon. In the corner, Murray with it. Pass to Gordon, and stolen by Murray. Sabonis inside. He's against Jokic. Now Levine. With the drive, and Levine throws it down.
The belief of Levine, willing to do that in a game, man.
The deep three from Murray. Off target from three-point range.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Levine. Pass to Sabonis. Ellis outside. Sabonis sets the pick for Ellis, and he drives in. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic passes to Porter. Gordon with a screen on Crowder. Here's Jokic. The 15-footer. Good. Jokic has got 8 points.
Spacing things out a little. Smart of Jokic to take advantage from that mid-range.
Levine's shot is off.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
To the inside, and stolen by Murray. Crowder dishes to Levine. Crowder sets a screen for Levine. Pass to Murray. Levine against Porter. And Levine, here we go. And then Levine with the jam.
Check out Levine getting artful at the rim, leaving the defense just completely clueless of how to stop him.
Jokic with it. Here's Brown. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Brown's got his second bucket.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Levine kicks to Ellis. Levine a screen on Murray. Back to Levine. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5-for-11 night.
What determination from Levine, finding his finish despite the contact.
Murray, no good. Kings leading now by 7. On the wing, Levine. 32 seconds left in the third quarter. Taken away. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. And finished off by Porter.
A high-level athlete with great run and jump ability. Porter finishes well in transition.
Crowder sets a screen for Murray. Ellis outside. Three-pointer. Bangs home the trifecta. Ellis has got the lead up to 8 now for the Kings. Here's Brown. Lets it go with the 3. Oh, he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The Nuggets trail by 5. Taking a look at the Nuggets, we've got Russell Westbrook, and it's Holmes in at the power forward position. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's on Markelle Fultz.
Pretty much forcing his shot through. What a play by Westbrook.
And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Kings.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And not just that, they're also forcing turnovers at a high rate and taking advantage in transition.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one. Who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Pass to LaRavia. On the wing, Monk. Here's LaRavia. Let's go. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. And the Kings lead by 6.
Yeah, his instincts are on display here. Fultz, a really good passer, excels at setting up teammates for easy looks.
Count that bucket.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
You gotta love how Fultz uses his strength on these tough finishes, elevating up and over the defense and just finishing in traffic.
Here's Westbrook. It's tipped. And here's the break. DeRozan inside. Lays it up and banks it in. And now a 9-point Kings lead.
Smart bucket from DeMar, looking for chances to run.
Here's Westbrook. It's rebounded by Fultz.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. He's off on the first. You know, RJ, we talk about DeMar DeRozan scoring, but he's also a terrific passer.
Yeah, his first couple years in the league, DeRozan averaged less than 2 assists a game. Now, making plays for others is a big part of his game.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. Ellis with the screen for Levine. No good on the 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Murray, the pass to Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
And that's the kind of aggression they want to see from Gordon. Force the issue. Make the D think twice about how they're going to guard you.
Kings leading now by 7. Outside, Levine. Takes it inside, and Brown pulls it down. For Denver, they've gone 4 of 7 for the field since the beginning of the 4th. And they'll get another chance. Gordon with a screen on Ellis. Here's Brown. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. The kick out to Crowder. Ellis with the screen for Crowder. Outside, Levine. Outside, Sabonis. And once again, off the mark by Sacramento. Here's Brown. Oh, wow. Yes! And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
And I feel like Jokic has 360-degree vision. I mean, no matter where the open man is, he's going to find it.
See, it's easy to see why his teammates trust him. He's a leader on this team and loves coming up huge in the clutch.
Levine deciding where to go with it. Crowder sets a screen for Levine. Outside for Murray. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Looking to get back on track here. And then Levine with the jam.
Once he gets to that bionic left leg of his, that launching pad, you better watch out because he loves finishing over bigger players.
Jokic passes to Gordon. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. Brown's shot is off. And so it's Sabonis who brings up the ball for the Sacramento Kings. They've led by as much as 10. Ellis with a screen on Jokic. Sabonis offline with his three. For Denver, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Stolen by Ellis. Murray left side. Outside, Levine. Crowder sets a screen for Levine. Knocks down the three ball. And now it's a 9-point Sacramento lead.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Sabonis kicks to Murray. Jokic grabs the miss. Sinks the three-pointer. Now Ellis over Murray. Off target. So the Kings win it. It was a fantastic RIDA. Thanks again. And that'll wrap it up.
Both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Now Denver's starting five. Porter Jr. and Gordon make up the forwards. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. And it's Jokic in at the center position. Now here's Jokic. Zion Williamson grabs the miss.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Murray inside. Williamson for three. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Rarely do we see threes out of Williamson, but when we do, he hits at a decent clip.
Murray finds Jones, launches it, and the Pelicans hit again from deep.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Murray with it. It's picked up by Jones. Outside for Porter. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, you know, on the inside, Porter is a very skilled player. He understands that you've got to be multi-dimensional, a lot of versatility to your game to be effective inside.
And 6'10" with laser-accurate quick release. Clark, Michael Porter Jr. can make the game look so easy.
It looks to me like he's really settled into his role, and he's embraced that. And he's worked through his own injury challenges, so there's a level of perseverance and resilience and grit that he's put into his book bag along with that fluid stroke and his athleticism. He's become a better rebounder and a better defender as well. I really like what he's become to this point in his career as a player.
Porter from outside. Misi grabs the board. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Here's Misi. From outside the arc. Jokic grabs the board. Denver's gone 0 for 2 from outside. And finished off by Westbrook.
That is really where Russell Westbrook excels. In transition with that great speed of his.
Jones' shot is good.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Nuggets trail by 8. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Zion Williamson is a 1 of 1. His teammate CJ McCollum told him, your ceiling is unlike anything the NBA has ever seen, but it's up to you to take full advantage of whatever it is. You can be as good as you want to be. This game will go where you take it. Brian?
You know, Allie, at his best, he is unstoppable. Offensive rebound. Misi from deep. And another shot. Outside Jones. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in the game. Grant, when you look at this Pelicans team, their length is so impressive.
Yeah, they've made a point to draft players with big wingspans, and that really helps them on the defensive end. They're all very switchable.
Jokic not lacking for confidence at all there. The defense thought they could relax with him way out there. Think again.
Jones against Westbrook. And Jones good for 3. Jones has got 8.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Westbrook, the pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
You know, for all of his agility and craftiness, the slick moves, Jokic not afraid to go old school and just throw it down on you.
Now here's Murray. No points so far. Here's the pick. Drives to the hoop.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Westbrook gets the bucket.
One thing you can count on with Westbrook, he is always in attack mode. That's 24/7.
Williamson misses.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Jokic passes to Gordon. There's the 3. And it's Jokic, that time on the assist by Gordon. He's got 10.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Murray from outside. Here's Williamson. Three-pointer. Herb Jones, he's feeling it tonight, folks, and has been the driving force for the Pelicans. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Pelicans.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
Mo Bamba out there with Kelly Olynyk. Then there's CJ McCollum. Then it's Bruce Brown. And it's Hawkins in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. Brown, a screen on Murray. McCollum, pass to Hawkins. And the layup falls.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Here's Murray, still without a bucket. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul.
Team foul. Shooting for Denver, Jamal Murray.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
The Pelicans lead by 3. Here's Hawkins. Pass to Brown. And it's going to be a 3-second call. For Denver, they've got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Clark, it's been great to see the Nuggets as a perennial powerhouse these past few years.
Well, you know, that's what happens when you get a guy like Nikola Jokic. I mean, he's a game changer, and what a joy to watch. Took a long time for them to finally get to the place where they could win that first title, but usually teams don't become champions overnight. It's a process. Now everybody's scared of him. On the floor, Murray is electrifying. I mean, he delivers relentless effort, and it keeps his whole squad energized and engaged.
Here's Hawkins, defended by Murray. Olynyk for 3. Counted from distance. Olynyk's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The drive by Murray, and they double up Murray. Outside Watson. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by New Orleans. McCollum on the left side. Brown in the high post. Right wing from downtown, and the Pelicans hit again from deep.
Boy, he could have taken himself, but he went from good, better to best in getting the shot for his teammate.
Murray passes to Holmes. Back to Murray. For 3. Pelicans cleared away. Bamba's got 5 rebounds in the game. And there's McCollum on the assist by Bamba. And now it's a 9-point Pelican lead.
Oh, I love how McCollum moves in transition, just has a strong sense of where to position himself.
Watson passes to Murray. Screen by Watson to win the run. And it's Murray finishing it off.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, There are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
McCollum with a screen on Murray. Here's Hawkins, defended by Murray. Back to McCollum, just 3 to shoot. He shoots. The rebound by Murray. Nuggets trail by 7. The rebound by Bamba. Bamba's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Olynyk. Uses the glass on the layup. Olynyk's got 5 points now in the quarter. And so Murray will bring it up for Denver.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
For Denver, they've gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Denver shooting their 2nd and 3rd shots at the line here. And he makes a first. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. New Orleans leading by 5. Here's McCollum. Pass to Bamba. Takes a 3. Gets rebounded by Najee. Now Watson. Here's Holmes. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. The Pelicans on top, leading by 5. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. It's been a clinic out there by Nikola Jokic.
And he was a beast on the offensive glass in that first half. How can they slow him down?
And you know what, guys? I think it starts with having a body on him every time a shot goes up. I mean, they've got to do a better job boxing out.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Michael Malone. Brown and Porter Jr. are the 2 and the 3. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. And it's Westbrook in at the 1.
Boy, the size, the vertical, the explosiveness. Porter Jr. has all the tools to throw it down.
There's a screen. Williamson on the move. Rebounded by Denver.
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, you better finish it.
And Grant, you look at the players the Pelicans have gone after recently. They have a clear plan.
Well, they do, B.A. They want to surround Zion with shooters, which, of course, makes sense. It's sort of the same kind of blueprint the Bucks laid out with Giannis. If you can shoot, the Pelicans have a spot for you.
For 3, Gordon. They get the rebound. Another shot. Outside for Porter. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Really love seeing this from Porter Jr. The more aggressive he is, the better he plays.
Denver shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. And so he makes both from the line. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Jones. Outside Murray. And there's the screen. Crafty move. Kicks it out to Williamson. Gordon with a steal. Here's Brown. Yet to see a basket. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And here's the fast break. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Grant, the Denver Nuggets have been on quite the run here in this window of time.
Yeah, B.A. It's all working for Denver in recent years. This is a well-constructed team that they play as a unit, and it makes it so difficult to try to get the best of them.
Westbrook has tremendous elevation for a guard. So athletic, and not only does he get high up in the air, he's strong while he's up there.
Here's the 3. Gets the 3 to fall. He's got 9.
and just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Gordon finds Westbrook. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Porter outside, and that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got 4 assists in the game.
How about that smooth shot from the arc for Porter? He's got such a confident release and deep range, too.
Here's Jones. Chalk up 2 there. Jones has got 10 points in the game.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Gordon with a screen on Murray. Westbrook, the pass to Gordon. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Back to Gordon. Ooh, stolen by Murray. Here's Williamson. Zion running wild on the break.
I mean, he moves so well for a guy his size. Zion's ability to run and finish in transition is incredible.
And the ball out of play. The Pelicans will have it. A minute 53 left in the third quarter. Steps back. They kick it out to Murray. No good on the triple. Nuggets trail by 5. And Grant, DeJounte Murray, a bit of a throwback player. He's comfortable attacking at all 3 levels.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he does a lot of work in the mid-range for a guard. He's very comfortable with any shot on the floor. Not shy about putting up a ton of attempts if that's what's needed.
Here's Williamson. Oh, throw it down!
Nice! And giving them what they want, the incredible dunking ability of Zion on full display.
Here's Murray. And it's in there.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Murray against Westbrook. Pass to Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
And this is Gordon's sweet spot. An awesome dunker who loves getting in tight and wrecking the rim.
Murray passes to Jones. They kick it out to Murray. From the arc. Connects from downtown. He's got 12.
Boy, Murray's court vision very sharp, and he's unselfish too. You love seeing that combination.
Here's Brown. They get it back. Here's Jokic. Pass to Brown. Outside Porter. The 3 ball. Misi grabs the board. Misi's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. The 3 is up. Sinks it from distance. And it's a 10-point Pelican lead. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans earning this break in the action, up 10. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th quarter. They've got C.J. McCollum, Mo Bamba out there with Kelly Olynyk. Then it's Bruce Brown, and it's Hawkins in at the 3 slot. That's the Pelicans 5.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And here's McCollum. The kick to Olynyk. Bamba, a screen on Murray. Shot by Olynyk, no good. Nuggets trail by 8. Here's Watson. He drops it from range.
Great idea to pull up and take the transition 3 there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
Hawkins, the pass to Olynyk. Here's Hawkins. Fires the 3. Sends it home from 3-point land. And the Pelicans lead by 8.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Murray looking around. Back to Najee. The 3. Rebounded by New Orleans. Almost got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Hawkins. Outside Olynyk. Takes the 3. And Holmes pulls it down. Here's Najee. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis.
Maybe that'll help them recapture their edge a little bit, guys.
Olynyk for 3. Watson with a rebound. Nuggets trail by 6. Pass to Strother. Outside Watson. Now here's Holmes. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
And the Pelicans going with a whole new group out there. And the Nuggets will go for a different look here. Jokic is checked in for Najee. Gordon comes in for Holmes. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Watson. And Brown subbed in for Strother. Murray passes to Jokic from 9 feet. Oh, what a slam from the big man Jokic.
And right now, Jokic has it going on. He's doing whatever he wants to out there.
Tries the spin move. Murray. Jones with a screen on Porter. Here's Murray. Great D that time from Porter. Nuggets trail by 6. And stolen by Jones. And laid in to finish off the break. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
Yeah, one thing I think they should continue doing is attacking the breaks. Because right now, this defense has no answer for them when they do this. Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc. Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
There's 57 seconds left in the final quarter. And that one drops for him.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Pelicans.
And it seemed like steals ended up making the difference in this game.
No question. Their ability to force mistakes and turn them into points gave them an upper hand tonight.
And no question this was a team effort. But you have to love how big a night this was for DeJounte Murray.
Well, you have to marvel at how well he picked apart that defense repeatedly. Found the right guy in the right spot at the right time.
Tries again. Clock at 4. No good from outside. And Gordon has got the ball here for Denver. 9-point game. This one for 3. Pelicans cleared away. The 3 is up. Drops in the 3. And so New Orleans takes this one by a large margin. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
And so, off the tip, it's New Orleans. Now Sacramento starting 5. The post pair for him will be Murray and Sabonis. Zach LaVine is out there with Ellis. And it's Crowder, and at the 3, the small forward.
Oh, unselfish play. What you like about Murray, he doesn't get tunnel vision with the ball. He keeps his eyes up and his options open.
And LaVine, here we go.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
And we've seen Stan DeJounte Murray prove for years that he is a 20-point player.
Yeah, and Kevin, he can score as a point guard or he can be off the ball. But the best thing about DeJounte Murray, he is a great two-way player, one of the best guard defenders we have in this league.
New Orleans gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And there's the foul. It's on Keegan Murray. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. They set the pick. Murray for 3. Hands it from downtown.
Oh, that's a nice looking 3 there for Murray. How about the high release on that one?
Murray kicks to Ellis. Crowder a screen on Murray. Ellis dishes to Crowder. Pass to LaVine. Just 5 on the clock. Outside for Murray. Crowder the screen. Tips it, and Crowder stays with it.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Now here's Jones. Jacks up a 3. Here's Messi. Second chance shot. Rebound by the Kings. Murray surveying the D. Pass to Sabonis. Sabonis' screen on Jones. LaVine for 3. Messi grabs the rebound.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
From outside the arc, his shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
LaVine can't hit.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
Pass to Jones. From past the arc. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And defensively, Stan, the Pelicans look to try and switch as much as they can.
Yeah, Kevin, and it makes sense with their personnel. It can mean reduced minutes for traditional centers at times, but that's the defensive philosophy they've committed to.
And here are the Pelicans now, after the made shot from Jay Crowder. Williamson with a screen for Jones. And that one is hammered home.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Now here's LaVine. Crowder sets a screen for LaVine. Driving in. Outside Crowder. Cranes the three-pointer. Crowder's got 7.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. Right. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Labissiere's checked in for Domantas Sabonis. And now they decide. To foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Pelicans.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
And Labissiere throws it down.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
And it's tied up with that one.
At 6'11" and about 225 pounds, Labissiere is a long guy, someone who uses that size to his advantage.
Here's Murray. For the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 9 points in the game so far.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
For three, Levine. No good. Good work defensively by Jones. .24 seconds left in the first quarter. From deep. Rebound by the Kings. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. On the wing, Levine. Crowder the screen. And he can't jam it through.
I think this is a rare case of being overcommitted. He tried to go all out at the rim, and they stifled him.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
Just stretching out the floor at first. They had the defense scrambling.
Yeah, and when you're hitting threes early, that opens up the floor and really helps your offense.
And Greg, remember, in DeJounte Murray's rookie year, he played in the Western Conference Final.
Murray was the youngest player in that series, playing 20 minutes a game, competing against the KD Steph Warriors. How about that for a welcome to the NBA?
They've got Bruce Brown. Hawkins is out there with Kelly Olynyk. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Bamba in at center. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. Now here's Fultz. Back to DeRozan. Over Hawkins. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Here's Olynyk. Kicks it out to McCollum. It's stolen by Fultz. And here we go. Fast break. Fultz has got it. Pass to DeRozan. Back to Fultz. DeRozan a screen on McCollum. Fultz, no good. The Pelicans shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. For Sacramento, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And finished off by Fultz.
Yeah, you got to be aware of that overall athleticism of Fultz. Awesome at getting inside and finishing with power.
DeRozan against Hawkins. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
Brown against Monk. Beyond the arc. And Bamba pulls it down.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Connects from three-point range. It's so easy, Coach, to highlight the athleticism, but there's certainly a mental aspect to the game as well. I know you value that as a coach.
You can never, Kevin, overestimate how important intelligence is. I was in the NBA, or have been around the NBA for 30 years, and I have never seen one really good player who wasn't really smart.
Fultz with the ball. Now defended by McCollum. And good that time. Fultz has got the lead up to 2 now for Sacramento. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Kings.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And let's also give them some credit for running the break so well. They're making the most of their chances to score in transition.
Now here's Valanciunas. Fultz the pass to LaRavia. Driving to the basket. Monk against Olynyk. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot before second violation. And the Kings making a change here. Sabonis is checked in.
Number 11, DeMontis Sabonis.
The Pelicans have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Here's McCollum. Olynyk up top. Launches a 3. Rebound by the Kings. Sabonis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The wide open look here for DeRozan. The wing jumper off target.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
Hawkins with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. And there's the drive. Kicks it out to McCollum. It's stolen by Monk. Now here's Monk, the fast break chance. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
It's his first trip to the line. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Now here's McCollum. Defense right on him. Olynyk has the open look. Nice jump shot from the top of the key.
I love the compact stroke there for Olynyk.
Monk, no one around him. Off target with his 3. New Orleans in the lead. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's McCollum. Still scoreless. Bamba kicks to Hawkins. Pass to Brown. There's the pick from the arc. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Well, hey, you give him some daylight, he can knock it down.
Driving inside. Here's LaRavia. Dives for it. Again, the miss by the Kings. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. 3-pointer. Sabonis grabs the board. Monk outside. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. New Orleans on top. They're up by 4. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Without question, Trey Murphy displaying his skills today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
On the floor for Sacramento, we've got Murray. Ellis is out there with Levine. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Labissiere in at the 5 spot. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Sacramento Kings. They trail by 1. Levine for 3. Another 3 for Sacramento.
Flying around in the open court, Levine can beat you with the jumper and the ability to play above the rim.
Outside for Murray. Fires the 3. Doesn't go for him.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Ellis with it. Now guarded by Murray. Crowder sets a screen. For Levine. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. DeJounte Murray is not one for the fast lane. He said, I come from all that stuff, but I've done that. I'm a homebody. I'm focusing on basketball. There's a lot going on in this world, so it's about being smart. Kevin, growing up in South Seattle, he's seen it all. Back to you.
Yeah, you know, David, he counts himself fortunate to have escaped all of that. Thank you. Now here's Levine. Labissiere finds Ellis. he goes. 5 on the clock. Murray, the pass to Levine. Back to Murray. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Murray's got the lead up to 7 now for the Kings.
As the lead continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
Well, that third quarter is when you want to increase your lead. Really building it up before that final quarter.
And so here's Sacramento. New Orleans knocking down that triple moments ago. Ellis dishes to Murray. Outside, Levine. Crowder a screen on Jones. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Levine's got 6 in the quarter.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Mr. Williamson drives to the hoop. Outside for Murray. Here's Jones. That's in there. Murray with the assist.
Well, that's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
Murray a screen on Murray. The kick out to Crowder. Labissiere in the corner. Labissiere with the screen for Levine. Driving the lane. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Powering that one down. Murray saw a chance to go for it and took it.
You know, Stan, as productive as Zach LaVine has been, you get the sense he wants to compete for titles. He wants more than just the individual stuff.
Yeah, and especially, Kevin, at this point in his career, it just hasn't all worked for the teams he's been on yet, but he's still got some time to figure it out.
Yeah, he does.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting them.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Here's Levine. Outside for Murray. Levine deciding where to go with it. Labissiere with the screen for Levine. The Kings need to get off a shot here. No one near Labissiere as he lets it go. And there are the Kings with another bucket.
Head always on a swivel. Levine making things happen with his passing.
And with that shot, the Kings lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Murray.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Williamson against Crowder. Labissiere, the screen. Bean passes to Crowder. Over Williamson. Shot by Crowder, no good.
Well, he's got the green light in that situation. They want him taking that shot, even if he didn't get it to go.
And so it's the Sacramento Kings with a... And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great pass.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. They've got McCollum. Olynyk is out there with Bamba. Then there's Bruce Brown. And it's Hawkins in at the 3 spot. That's the Pelicans 5. McCollum kicks to Olynyk. Back to McCollum. Drops in the layup for 2.
Look at McCollum just going to work. So good at using his creativity to find shots inside.
There's the 3. And it's Laravia missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That'll be his second foul of the game. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Here's McCollum. Right wing. For 3, Olynyk. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 4 assists in the game. There's a screen. Sabonis kicks to Fultz. Back to Sabonis. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Pelicans have gotten all three of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. For three, he'll win it. It's hauled in by the Kings. Sabonis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Fultz. It's hauled in by Brown.
Look, that's a coach's nightmare. Your player has an easy chance to score and blows it by trying to do too much.
Bamba wide open, and he fires. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And the call will be against Sabonis. That's his first foul.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. Misi. Down to 5 on the shot clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Jones from outside. Kept alive. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Murray. This year, dishes to Levine. Takes a three. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Kings.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And you also have to applaud how they've been able to create turnovers and then convert those on the offensive end.
Now here's Murray. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. On the wing, Levine. Outside for Murray. And that comes off the assist by Levine. Levine's got his 4th assist in this one.
And you like Murray as a spot-up shooter. Knows where to park himself and always ready to receive the pass.
Back to Murray to the right side. Fires the three. Buries it from three-point range.
You have to appreciate the confidence that Murray plays with. He's never afraid to take the big shot.
Ellis right side. Outside Crowder. Levine a screen on Hawkins. Kicks it out to Ellis. And another three for Sacramento.
Textbook night. Pass, great catch, even better finish.
Murray against Levine. Offline from the top of the key.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Now here's Levine. Ellis kicks to Crowder. Pocket 6. Outside Levine. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. For New Orleans, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th, 4 of 9. And Zach Levine gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. There's 49 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Hawkins passes to Jones. Here's Misi. Shot clock at 6. Crowder with the steal.
Well, that's just great awareness. He was ready and took advantage.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
I'm just not sure they have the time to pull this one off.
No doubt the clock is their biggest enemy right now. It just about take a magic trick for them to find the points they need.
Knocks it loose.
Second personal foul.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
Hawkins.
He's able to hit the second one, and that narrows the gap to 7. Stolen by Jones. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. 3 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
Well, I've been in this spot more times than I'd like to admit. All you can do is tell your guys to hold their heads up and finish strong.
Thank you for that, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
Now the starting group for the Sacramento Kings. Jay Crowder is out there with Murray. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's Zach LaVine, and it's Ellis in at the point. Here's Ellis. 3 on the clock. Crowder outside. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Crowder not hesitating on the offensive end.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Michael Malone. He's been working with his assistant coaches trying to devise a way to contain Zach LaVine. His ability to play well above the rim, coupled with the deep range, makes him a unique challenge to defend. They're going to try to keep him off balance by showing him different looks. Brian?
Allie, thank you.
Crowder just muscling up and playing some man ball in there.
And here's Denver. It's a three-point game. Well, Grant, when you think of Jamal Murray and all he's been through, health is of utmost importance for him.
Oh, extremely important, B.A., because when Murray is healthy, he's a lethal player and a huge part of this team's success.
Now here's Murray, outside LaVine. The shake, nifty move, and the dunk by LaVine.
You have to love how persistent LaVine is inside, enduring the contact and finding his shot.
Murray passes to Jokic, shakes him. They kick it out to Murray. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Outside LaVine. Valanciunas sets a screen. LaVine against Gordon. Releases. And there are the Kings with another bucket.
And just phenomenal at reading defenses. LaVine understands when to shoot and when to pass in pick and rolls.
Valanciunas with it. Pass to LaVine. Valanciunas sets a screen. Nice move. And it's finished off by LaVine as he lays it in. LaVine's got 6.
Proving once again, LaVine is not all dunks and threes.
Outside for Porter. There's the screen. Second chance effort. Rebound by Sacramento.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Gordon, the pass to Jokic. Takes it inside. And while Nikola Jokic, and they stop the action here, they're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
First team foul. At the line for Denver.
People. The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Free throw drops for Jokic.
Well, it's so hard to try to defend Joker. You never know what it is that he's going to do. And because of that great vision, he's got great counter. Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line. And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Pass to Ellis.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Outside for LaVine. Offline with a 3. Nuggets trail by 4. And here's Murray. Out to Gordon. Here's Brown. Inside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jokic finds Porter. Jokic with a screen on Murray. Porter gets the bucket.
Managing to pull that shot out just as time expired. MPJ with some nice patience.
Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Murray passes to Jokic. From 7 feet away, it's good. And the assist goes to Murray.
such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And he lays it up and in.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
For Denver, they've gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. And Jokic throws it down.
Oh, Jokic attacking the rim and brings it down hard.
And it's Levine with the ball for Sacramento. There's a screen. The 3. Porter pulls it in.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And it's Murray off the drive. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there. The Kings have gotten 7 of their 10 shots to fall. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Ellis. Fires in the triple. Ellis has got 5 now.
Terrific feed from Valanciunas, a big man scanning the deck.
Here's Brown. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Left side, Levine. Pass to Valanciunas. Back to Levine. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. A free-flowing first quarter. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Kings.
Well, guys, early on, they're driving the lane constantly, using their quickness to gain an advantage. Look at their points off penetration.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great.
Oh,
yes, sir.
Wow.
Yeah, the defense expects DeRozan to try and score, but he smartly makes the extra pass.
Westbrook right side. Here's Najee. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Pass to Tyson. Fires the 3. Buries it from 3. Westbrook's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. They set a pick. Monk with it. Picked up by Šarić. Šarić against Monk. Here's Laravia. Back to Monk. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Nuggets trail by 4. Westbrook outside to the paint. Oh, stolen by Fultz. There's the drive. Pass to Laravia. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. He's off on the layup.
I don't know what happened there. That was an easy 2 points that he just threw away.
And here's Šarić, defended by DeRozan. Here's Watson. Off target with the 3. Sacramento leading by 4. Here's Monk. He takes it in. DeRozan outside. Well, Brent, we hear the term empty stats ever so often. What are your thoughts about that phrase?
BA, when you play such a long season, there are going to be nights where the game is not all that competitive. But we also know that throughout the course of long seasons, there are teams that are not going to be competitive. Still, those guys going out there on a nightly basis and putting up their numbers, getting those reps in, it means they're capable.
From 20 feet, a nice shot by Watson. Watson's got his first. Points in this one. The Kings have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Monk, a screen on Westbrook. Fultz with it. Guarded now by Watson. Monk against Westbrook. And it's Monk missing. Nuggets trail by 4. Here's Watson. Off target from 3-point range. The Kings shooting great. 62% from the field and continuing to get it done. Pass to Labissière. Rebounded by Denver. Westbrook left side. And here's Saric for three. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. And now just a 1-point Sacramento lead. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And the former league MVP in 2017. A long list of accomplishments for Russell Westbrook, Brett.
Well, how many times, BA, have we seen players celebrated in the way that Russell has been as one of the best players in the league, move and transition to a role off the bench? He's done it with a lot of grace, a lot of class, and he's been very accepting of his new role. So active to score from a number of spots, but when Westbrook gets to the inside, he can do damage.
It's blocked. Watson with it, picked up by DeRozan. Pass to Najee. Jacks up a three. The shot no good. The Kings have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Effective at getting those calls. Labissiere is a tough cover with his skill set.
And he ends up missing both free throws. Denver has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. And there's the foul. It's on Malik Monk. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Tyson. No made baskets yet. Over Monk. 40 seconds left in the second. Tyson with the bucket.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
DeRozan a screen. Pass to Labissiere. Back to Monk. 5 to shoot. Kicks it to DeRozan. Ooh, dismissed. Westbrook outside. Here's Watson. And that misses. That would have put him up. Here's DeRozan. It's tipped. It's all tied in Denver. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
25.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Nikola Jokic, what a contribution.
You know, I'm not really sure what defenders can do to slow him down. He's just too skilled.
Yeah, avalanche warning in this one. He is just on a roll.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. And it's Porter in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Michael Malone. And here's Crowder from the arc. Sinks the tray. Crowder's got 8.
And the defense has to bottle him up before Jay Crowder gets it going.
Porter a screen. Murray with it. Guarded by Valanciunas. And an intentional foul right there.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Here's Ellis. Off target from outside. Knocked loose. Stolen by Valanciunas. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Aaron Gordon fits perfectly with this team because of his lunch pail approach. Coach Michael Malone said, I think Aaron Gordon is a prime example of somebody who's truly selfless. He does the dirty work for us, and a lot of times he doesn't get the credit he deserves. Brian, not today.
That's right. Good call, Allie. Thank you. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. Outside for Porter. Clock at 2. And the 3 off target. Sacramento has gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. Murray, no good.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Gordon, the pass to Jokic. Got a piece of it. In transition, here they come. Explosive!
And just a fantastic effort from Murray. He saw a path through and takes it all the way himself.
Here's Murray. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The free throw drops from Murray. Good on both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Levine with a screen on Murray. Ellis. Pure from three-point range. Ellis has got 8.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Gordon can't hit. And it's Valanciunas with the ball for Sacramento. They lead by 4. And Jamal Murray picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Outside Levine. Five on the clock. From the baseline. Doesn't go for him.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Gordon attacking. Pass to Brown. Launches a 3. Knocks down the long J. Brown's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Good job reading the floor. Aaron Gordon solid and sensing when someone's open.
Here's Ellis. Defended by Murray. Levine with a screen on Murray. Outside Levine. From deep. Rebounded by Denver.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Just an uncanny ability to make shots from the corner. Porter Jr. using his skill set.
Here's Levine. Levine flying in for the slam.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. 1:03 left in the third quarter. And Jamal Murray picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Nuggets going with a whole new group out there.
Substitution on the court.
There's 57 seconds left in the third. DeRozan finds Fultz. Goes back up. And he lays it up and in. Laravia's got his first basket.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
And the shot's good.
Defense predicated on stopping Russell at the rim, but then he uses that body control and a little bit of touch to float one over you.
Outside Monk. Pass to Laravia. Takes the 3. Drains the triple. Laravia's got 5 points in the quarter.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
And it's Hall missing. Sacramento leading by 3.
Yeah, just hold for the last shot. Don't give them another possession at all.
And hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
And it's Westbrook off the drive. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Westbrook's got 9.
There's just no reason to give him inside position.
Yeah, when he's this close to the basket, it's a wrap.
Fultz. They may want to review this one. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play. They're trying to see if he released the ball before the buzzer or not. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? Sacramento on top, up by 4. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel Nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Taking a look at the Kings. Perimeter is filled up by Monk and DeRozan. Then it's CLA-PL. Then there's Markelle Fultz. And it's LaRavia in at power forward.
The defense not putting up much of a fight as Saric gets to the rim.
Here's DeRozan. Right side Monk. Beyond the arc. Good. And it's DeRozan who picks up the assist. And the Kings lead by 5.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Kings.
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
Well, we've also seen them being very aggressive down in the paint. All game long, they've been hunting down those inside points.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey guys, I was able to listen in on the Kings head coach talk to his team during the break. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Outside Monk. They set the pick. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
Here's Westbrook.
Oh, man.
Oh!
I know it's just 2, but man, that's a nice 2. Westbrook with the insane creativity.
It's Monk on the wing. Pass to LaRavia. Here's LaBissiere. Clock at 6. Monk with it. Guarded now by Watson. And it's Westbrook off the drive. Shoots over Fultz. And the basket by Westbrook.
And ring the bell right now. This is a 5-alarm fire as Russell has it going. And it's going to be hard to douse this flame.
Here's Fultz. Pass to LaRavia. Here's Monk, defended by Watson. Outside Monk. Fultz with it. Soft touch off the glass. And the Kings lead by 4.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Pass to Hall. Here's Tyson. From outside the arc. Counted from distance.
Whoa, what an important 3. At his height, he can just shoot right over the smaller man.
Here's DeRozan. DeRozan getting his feet wet in the paint.
Yeah, man, DeRozan is fired up. These situations just fuel his competitiveness.
And it's Fultz with the ball for the Kings. It's a 3-point game. DeRozan outside. There's a screen. DeRozan gets going. And the dunk by DeRozan.
I love how he takes good angles on drives to the rim. DeRozan has a nice fluidity to his game.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Kept alive. Here's Tyson. Second shot opportunity. Here's Hall. And it's off from 3-point range. Monk passes to DeRozan. Back to Monk. Late clock here. The Kings need to get one up. And that one's good. LaRavia.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Back come the Kings in transition. And the dunk by DeRozan.
finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
A nice shot by Watson.
What was the defense thinking? I mean, that's the wrong guy to leave open.
It's DeRozan for the drive. And DeRozan throws it down hard.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Westbrook. He shoots it. Sharit's shot is off.
You'd like to see more effective ball movement there.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
A nice shot by Watson. So it's Sacramento picking up Allie. Thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight.
a low-scoring affair.
But it should be an entertaining one, Kevin. And if you're a fan of high-intensity, high-energy defense, there's a lot to love about this matchup.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, they've got DeJounte Murray. Jones is out there with Williamson. Then there's Trey Murphy. And it's Messi in at the 5, roaming the paint. That one drops for him.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Down low, here's Jokic. Outside for Murray. Outside Porter. Over Jones. Here's Jokic. Here's Brown. And again, Denver no good. And here's New Orleans now. Jones for 3. Rebound by Murray. The Nuggets have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Jamal Murray is still an elite scorer, and Clarkie has fought through so many injuries.
And it's remarkable that he's as explosive off the bounce as he is after the injuries that he's dealt with. His ability to create a shot, especially at crunch time, one of the best in the league. The pull-up jumper, the teardrop, and the 3. He's got all of those.
And he's good on the 3 ball.
You know, we know Murray's got some creativity to his passing game, but no need to be creative there. I mean, he sees the wide open man and zips it right to him.
Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down hard and simple.
And so here is New Orleans following the basket by Jokic. Jones, no luck. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Kicks it out to Gordon. This one for 3, nailed from three-point land.
You know, when Gordon is hitting this all the time, the defense will have to play up on it. Consistency is the key.
Jones in the post. Murray on him. Missed inside. Nuggets have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. To the middle. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Gordon. Jokic has got 6.
Using his size on the interior, Jokic extremely difficult to stop down there.
And the basket by Jones.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Hey, and we all know Gordon's a terrific jammer. He loves throwing it down.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Caught up with Coach Michael Malone, who talked about trying to contain someone like Zion Williamson, and Coach said it's like trying to put out a fire with a squirt gun. He's just so explosive and physical. The only good option is to build walls and try to cut him off from the hoop. See how that works out for them. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. And a fast break now for the Pelicans.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Off pass to Gordon. The kick out to Porter. Murray outside. Just 5 to shoot. Brown's shot is off. New Orleans has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Nuggets have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. And it's Gordon with the finish.
You know, it's clear that Gordon is one of the best dunkers in the game, always looking to bring the thunder.
Denver's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
By Williamson.
guy you can stop by fouling. Williamson too focused and too powerful.
Greg, one of the best assets of Zion Williamson is his versatility.
And the combination of power and skill, it's obviously unique. And what I love about him is he's making better and better decisions. He's become as reliable as he is explosive.
And it's sent back by Jokic.
What I like about Jokic defensively is what I like about him overall. Great instincts.
Puts up a deep three. That one's not going to go. Here's Williamson. And so it's Aaron Gordon making things happen for the Nuggets. He finishes with 9 points. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
So the Pelican 5 right now. They've got Mohamed Bamba, CJ McCollum out there with Brown. Then it's Olynyk, and it's Hawkins in at the 3. Now here's Westbrook. Watson the screen. Westbrook finds Watson. And that one's off. He misses his first shot of the game. New Orleans in the lead. Pass to Bamba. Tries to save it, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Saric. Here's Olynyk off the inbound pass. It's good from long range. Olynyk's got the lead up to 4 now for the Pelicans. Westbrook passes to Saric. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook.
You know, Saric can get it done just about from anywhere, and he's comfortable firing from mid-range, too.
And though the Nuggets have some excellent outside shooters, Clark, they've been more prolific inside the arc the last couple of years.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, they were an extreme example of that, Kevin. First in the league in 2-point attempts, and then dead last, almost dead last, in 3-point attempts. Not what most people would think when looking at the Nuggets.
Westbrook against Hawkins. The kick out to Brown. A 3-pointer off the mark. The Nuggets trail by 4. Here's Saric, and slam dunk by Saric.
You know, once he's in the paint, Saric is ready to throw it down.
Bamba a screen on Westbrook. Kicks it out to Hawkins. A 3-pointer, no good.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
Watson dishes to Westbrook. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. It's stolen by Brown. McCollum left side. Fade away. Good on the 3-point shot. McCollum's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here with the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Well, they're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
One other factor today, points off turnover. I mean, let's see if they can keep up the pressure, capitalize off more forced miscues.
Olynyk can't hit.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Yep, that one goes. Saric has got 6 here in this quarter.
Saric knows he has the touch needed to capitalize inside.
Kicks it out to McCollum. Olynyk sets a screen for McCollum.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
A 3-ball.
2 minutes.
Russell Westbrook with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 3. Pass to Holmes. Here's Saric. Here's Strother. He's covered by Hawkins. Here's Strother. No scoring in this one. The score now all even. Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
One thing you can count on with Westbrook, he is always in attack mode. That's 24/7.
Olynyk the pass to McCollum. Off the run. Saric grabs the board. Denver's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Pass to Watson. From downtown. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. Westbrook against Hawkins. Olynyk with it. Got a piece of it. Holmes with the steal. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Watson for 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. 29 seconds left here in the second. Hawkins passes to Bamba. And it's Mohamed Bamba with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
The Nuggets have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Westbrook wide open. He fires. Good on the triple. Westbrook's got the lead up to 5 now for Denver.
Russell Westbrook never lacks for confidence. And when he starts knocking down threes, he becomes impossible to guard.
Hawkins. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Hawkins has got 5. Here's Saric. There's the drive. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. A fantastic game from Aaron Gordon in this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Before in the 5, it's Gordon and Jokic. Sharing the wing spots, it'll be Brown and Porter Jr. And it's Murray in at the 1 spot. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
Jokic showing you the benefits of that work in the weight room, muscling right through the defender.
Well, Clark, we know Nikola Jokic has many interests outside of that. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Post-game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
Number 25 at the line for 2. The play will be reviewed under NBA rules. 2 minutes are allowed to review the play.
It's so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to have a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
First free throw is good. Now the Pelicans have lost in the first round GA of the playoffs in 2 of the last 3 years.
And with how good the West is right now, they knew they couldn't stand pat. They felt the urgency to make some changes this offseason in order to take the next step.
Now, here's Jokic. 8 points for him. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws. And here we go with the coach's challenge. A surprise and a competitive.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Now here's Gordon. He's got 11. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And right now, Gordon is on a whole nother level now. I mean, he's not forcing anything. He's really letting the game come to him, and his shots are being taken right in rhythm.
Williamson against Murray. The drive by Williamson. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Pelicans are putting the ball in Zion Williamson's hands. He said, I'm just playing chess within the game, seeing how the defense is guarding me. I'm going to pick my spots. My teammates trust me to make the right decision, but they also trust me to be me when that time is right. Kevin, I'll let you be you.
And I love when you are you, David. Thank you so much. And it's Jokic with the rebound. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. A 2-point game. And Gordon gets it to go in on the assist by Jokic. Jokic has got 5 assists in the game. Jones drives in, and the layup's good off the glass. Jones has got 8 points.
Boy, you look at him. He's a quality floor general who knows exactly how to dish the ball to his teammates. Murray, nice job there running the offense.
Kicks it out to Gordon. Pass to Jokic. From the wing, 5 to shoot. Pelicans pull it in.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Kicks it out to Jones. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got his 4th assist in this one.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
And it's Williamson missing. The Nuggets trail. It's deflected and stolen by Williamson. It's good. Williamson's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
That's just all Zion. But once he gets that close, he's zoned in on capitalizing no matter what.
Here's Brown. He has yet to score. On the wing, Murray buries the long-range jumper. Now it's a 6-point Pelican lead.
And, you know, we often talk about the importance of confidence for these young players, guys. Murray's showing plenty of confidence there.
Gordon with the screen for Murray. Lob pass to Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Kicks it out to Williamson. Tries the spin move. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Williamson.
And we're not used to seeing a big man like Williamson move like this. Puts defenders in a bind.
And this will be his 2nd and 3rd shots to the line here. So Denver ends up going with a whole new group. And both free throws good for Williamson. The Nuggets trail by 6. Westbrook kicks to Holmes. His 3-pointers off the mark. Cullen passes to Williamson. Olynyk high post. 4 seconds left, and the jumper is on the mark. Olynyk's got the lead up to 8 now for the Pelicans. Saric has the open look, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that's it for the 3rd quarter. Both teams scored. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. So for New Orleans right now, Brown out there with McCollum. Then it's Olynyk. Then there's Hawkins. And it's Bamba in at the 5. You know, Greg, it's been great to see the Pelicans get to the next level these past few seasons, hasn't it?
It has, and they've become one of the deeper teams in the NBA over that time. It's not just about one guy. There's talent up and down that roster.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for New Orleans?
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
You know something else, guys? You know, they came out of that tunnel sprinting in a full stride sprint. That translated to the floor and lots of success in the fast break game.
Count it.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
Now, here's Olynyk. Kicks it out to Hawkins. Brown the pass to Hawkins. 6 to shoot. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. And Westbrook, here we go. Watson for 3. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists now in this one. Pass to Olynyk. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Bamba finds Olynyk. Traps in the tray. And the Pelicans lead by 5.
And he is pouring it on here offensively. Olynyk looks to be warmed up.
Inside. And Holmes throws it down.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Olynyk high post. It's hauled in by Watson. For Denver, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Here's Holmes, and he uses the glass on the layup. And now just a 1-point Pelican lead.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Olynyk back to McCollum. Hawkins with it. Strother grabs the miss.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lane.
Pass to Westbrook. Charge outside. Over McCollum. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Sharp's not backing away from having the ball in his hands in a big spot. Well done.
McCollum kicks to Hawkins. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Pass to Olynyk. The 3. It's hauled in by Watson. And it's Watson with the ball for the Nuggets. To the paint. Here's Sharch. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
And New Orleans going with a whole new group out there. Pelicans leading by 3. Here's Murray. Off with the layup. The Nuggets shooting around 60% of the night. Amazing work offensively so far. A nice shot by Brown.
He is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Fires from deep. Hits the 3.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Now here's Gordon. Gordon with a screen on Jones. And Porter, here we go. And it's Gordon missing. And it's the Pelicans' ball. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
It drops. A huge bucket there to stifle the crowd.
Yeah, very little to cheer about for them at the moment.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Murray surveying the D. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And so he hits the technical free throw.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
9 seconds left to play in the final quarter. From deep three-point territory, that one doesn't go. Here's Brown. The Nuggets with another miss. So we see the Pelicans get the